Alrighty, and we are live on Tube, live on Talk. Oh, with the back legs. That's tough. I've had a few people ask me to like type a fence that I want to do or whatever and suggest wire fences and such. And I have a wire fence and I know I can't do it. Or like the tape, I can't do it because the Taz like getting stuck and stuff. I think the only way I can go is with a panel fence, to be honest. Oh, thank you, Beth, for the squirrels. I appreciate it. That's something we really like. Hi, Heather. Welcome back. Heather was here earlier today. I haven't paid attention to the smaller gifts. Let's go change these around a little bit. We worked on the gallery quite a bit this week. So let's go switch this up some. The horseshoes are a yes. And then let's do Jolene's just casually walking behind.
Looking outside, it's disgusting.
You had to walk behind me to look outside?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, hi, Reagan. Friday wasn't bad. Honestly, I feel a little crummy today. Like, I just haven't felt the greatest all day. Working on new goals here. There, so we got some goals to work toward to. Is that whatever? Don't ask me about the things today. Hello again, Is. What is your plan with your baby you have in training? Harvey, Taz is 4 this year. He's 4 years old now. Harvey is going to go into the show pen, so he's currently down. He is learning some groundwork and then like on how to behave in the show pen. So he is being trained for groundwork and manners. Jeez. Ugh. I'm going to show him in halter classes, lunge line, hunter in hand, and I would like to get started on working on showmanship with him. So he's just learning like basic stuff to help him out in the show pen for right now. Hey, for the 3 of you that are over here watching on Tube, thank you for tuning in. Who's over here watching? I like who's popping in? I don't get to know unless you say hi. Like it doesn't tell me who's watching. So thank you for being over here because we're working on the Tube hours. I feel under the weather, Jenna. Like I had a little fever this morning and kind of had this cough develop, and I just feel kind of like bleh, like kind of crummy. So, and the weather is not very good. We had like
look at it outside.
We had like
I didn't feel good either.
We had like a little blizzard this morning. A lot of that melted, and then it rained, and now it's like snowing again, and I don't know what's happening.
It's gross.
Ember will be 10 years old this year. Have you ever wanted to do training yourself, start to finish? I have done it, Summer. I did it with Ember under the guidance of a trainer. Ember went to a trainer just for a little bit for some fine tuning, pretty much. And then, but otherwise I did everything with her. So, hello, Brooklyn. Hi, Hannah. Oh, we got 4 over here. Yay. I'm excited. Their snackies arrived at the, good to know. So Reagan got some snacks for the horses. So it sounds like those are at the P.O. box. I'll have to go get those. Hello, reckless country girl. My weather is bipolar. My weather is crazy. It's absolutely terrible. That's what Harvey did. Hi, Molly. Yeah, Harvey's done running jumps, and then that's what he did to jump out of his stall. Do you need something?
No, I'm just kind of chilling.
Oh, okay. You're just standing there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can leave.
Okay. Well, I just didn't know if you needed something.
No, I'm just chilling. And I lied. Also, I do have 2 more weeks.
It's okay. Technically, y'all can eat them. The butterscotch candies. Taz loves the butterscotch candies. Ugh. Oof. Can you close my work laptop?
Mm-hmm. Why does this your TikTok one look more like really orange and stuff?
I don't know. The color's all screwed up on the TikTok. It's weird.
Has Lane made it in?
Nope, Lane has not.
Wow, he's a bum.
He's a bum?
Where's my phone?
What, are you going to message him?
Yeah.
Okay, he probably would appreciate it if you would. He was moving today.
He was moving?
Yeah.
What did you?
He had to go like 12 hours or something. They did it yesterday and today. I'll have to go check out the P.O. box though. Do I have any advice? Yeah. No gray area. Black and white. Right thing easy, wrong thing hard. And don't give at all. If you give them a little, they'll run with it with a mile. Horses will test you as they're young, so you have to be consistent. Who does the voices? I do, Jess. I do all of them. Nobody else has ever done a voice for any of the horses. What do you mean voices? They all talk themselves.
What the heck is that, Jenna? Did you see what Jenna said on your TikTok one?
What are you talking about?
It's like hypothyroidism.
Oh.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a medical condition.
Well, I would imagine. I just don't know what it is.
Underactive thyroid.
Okay, that's all you had to do.
Oh.
It's helpful.
I mean, you could Google it too.
That's too hard. Why would I have Wikipedia at my...
Harvey sounds like my youngin'. I don't know if I'm a genius, but I definitely... I've been told I have a knack for it, that I'm kind of talented of it. I don't know. I just say what they're thinking, or what I think they're thinking. Thank you for the follow. Also, if you guys didn't know, we now have subscriptions available on IG as well. So I got that rolling. I'm excited about that. That was like a big milestone for us. Google's complicated. Don't go looking down the rabbit hole. I remember when Google started. Gosh, I'm so old. But I'm loving these questions you guys have, so keep them coming. So if you have any other questions, please ask them. And I will do my best to answer them.
Hi, meow, meow.
As long as they're not too personal or weird.
Meow, meow.
Oh, who do you have, Karen?
Yeah.
Hi, Karen.
Nubby was over here, too.
Oh, man. Have I always had... When was Google created? Oh, gosh. 98? Is that right? Was it 1998? Was when Google was created? Have I always had horses? I got my first horse when I was 11. I believe I was 11. I was a Palomino quarter horse mare named Joy. And she was like 27 years old. She was really old. Mm-hmm. Oh, Taya sounds like my mare who babysits all the yearlings and foals. Is that what you meant to say, Jess? Hi, Betty. Don't forget while you guys are here to tap, tap, tap if you could and send some likes my way. So on Tube, they want to see watch hours. They want to see you hang out and be here for a while. On Talk, they want to see you engage. Lane, welcome in. So on Talk, they want to see you tap the screen to send likes and also to comment. So even if you have nothing to say, if you don't have any questions, you could just say, hi, I'm here. And that's really about it. You don't have to ask questions ever. You ordered Uber Eats instead of dinner. I didn't make dinner. I was cooking earlier today, like on my lunch hour. So I did not make the dinner. Hi, Dolce. Welcome in again. I haven't done an evening live in a while, so I decided I probably should.
Lane, guess what I started this week?
The girls started softball.
You weren't supposed to tell him.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. That's why I just said he has to guess.
Oh, sorry.
What the heck? More like I started softball.
Hi, Katie. Oh, boy. Softball. Yeah. What time is it here, Beth? It is 6:18 p.m. in the evening. So I just punched out of work at 5:45, and then I went and changed into my pajama pants because I work from home. So I went and put my PJs on after I got done with work, and then I was like, you know what? I better do a live. First did was I went to do Dolce says I'm baking cookies. I was in the mood for something sweet. What kind of cookies? I want to know what kind of cookies. But I went to the Gram and I made a sub video there because I got to figure out how the sub works on the Gram. So I went and posted a video there, and then I come and did a live. 12 hours ahead of me. Wow. That's crazy. I love that we, reach people all over the world. That's incredible. Chocolate chip.
Are you sharing?
With a little bit of cinnamon.
Sharing is caring.
Share. I know. I love a chocolate chip. I actually, fun fact, I bought chocolate chips to make chocolate chip cookies this week. But today I made 2 loaves of banana nut bread, a French toast loaf, and then I made 2 dozen egg bites. Like mini muffin egg bites. Oh, man. Beth says, why are you up so early, Toby? Or to be me? Is that to be me? Must be to be me.
Ew.
What?
Mac and cheese, grilled cheese. Like they put mac and cheese inside bread and grilled cheese.
That sounds like a lot of carbs. I think you need to make some, tube videos with some recipes. Probably. Here's the issue that I have when it comes to that is I don't have an aesthetically pleasing kitchen. My kitchen is old and it sucks. So I don't feel like they're good tube videos to watch. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sydney.
Why is there tennis balls in this person's face?
I appreciate that. We're all over the place now. We're on Talk, we're on Tube, we're on FB, and we're on we're everywhere now. Hello, Ray of Sun. Just woke up late in bed watching TikTok. That's hilarious. I can't believe it. It's 6:21 in the morning. That's incredible.
I wish I could wake up that late.
You can.
No, I can't.
You guys wake up early in the morning and then you go back to sleep on my couches.
I can't wake up that late though. Otherwise I run out of time.
Michigan can have nice weather one day and then become bipolar the next. Today it's been bipolar. This morning it was fine and then it was a blizzard and then it rained and now it's snowing again. So I don't know what it'd be doing.
It's dumb.
5:21. That's incredible. Jenna, the girls wake up at 5:45. They don't have to wake up that early anymore. I don't know why they still do it. It's their thing.
Well, I haven't been waking up till like 6.
In Australia. I want to go to Australia.
And deal with those big spiders. Oh, heck no.
Well, I wouldn't go buy the spiders.
Oh my gosh, this guy's funny.
Okay. I don't know who that is. That's how Florida is too, but without this. Listen, I'd rather have Florida weather right now than this crap. This stuff sucks. I can't do anything out in the barn. I don't have access to an indoor right now. Oh, you guys that were here earlier today, how many of you were here at lunchtime? Remember we were talking about shoeing the horses? Alicia was the one who had asked about just putting shoes on the front. So I did ask my farrier. I texted him today and I was like, hey, how do you feel about doing like your little handle, Shay? It was me. Oh, Shay was here too. Okay, so I did ask my farrier. I was like, hey, how do you feel about just doing shoes on the front end? And he was like, well, what are your goals this year? And I said, well, my goals are I want to build their hind end. I want to have more hind drive. And he was like, all right. He's like, well, if that's what you want, we want to put shoes on the back end. And I was like, oh, okay, gotcha. And he said too, he's like, with the amount that you're going to be riding them, it's better to just do shoes on the back end because you don't want to wear down the hoof. It's like, okay, no, I appreciate it. And then he asked me, we went back and forth a little bit more and he asked me if I wanted baby sliders on their back hooves. And I said, actually, yeah, because we did baby sliders on Ember and on Taz. If you don't know what a baby slider is, it is a type of shoe that allows them to slide a little bit more in their back end. So when you get that nice deep stop where they sink their hip and they go sliding a little bit like a reiner, not a deep slide, not that deep, but just a little oomph to really get them to drop their hind. So that's definitely a goal this year is to get their stops a little.
Want me to go get one? I have one of the baby slider shoes.
No, I'm not a farrier, so I'm not.
Well, I just know I have one because it's one of Ember's. It's up in my room.
Oh, but anyway, so we're gonna put baby sliders on Taz and on Ember on their hip, so that way we can work on getting their back end to drop a little bit more and getting them to really sink into their stop, because you don't want a horse stopping on the forehand. Stopping on the forehand, they're planking their front feet and the hind is kind of still going. So you can get thrown out of the saddle and, topsy-turvy. You really want them to bring their hip down and just sink into it and kind of slide into their stop. That's the way I would prefer all of mine to stop. It makes it easier for them to back up. And if they're already engaged on the hind end, it makes them easier to do rollbacks, easier to back up. They're also going to stop better too. Hi, Shelby. So we're going to do baby sliders on both of them. So I'm excited about that. And then there's going to be a lot of work done this year. Yeah, little ones, Jenna. She's not trained to do it, but I mean, I have seen her do it. I've done it with her. I've gotten, I've put marks in the sand with Ember, like little drag marks, but she's not trained to do it. Ah, there you go, Risky. You got it. Perfect. Who's getting sliders? Oh, Ember and Taz, just baby ones. They like, I just want to improve their hind end. Both of them are weak in the hip. Both of them are more front end driven, front end heavy. And I don't want them that way. I want them on the hip. So I talked to my farrier and asked him, you know, like what he thought or what he suggested. And we're gonna focus on getting them more hind drive. So building up their hip. So how do we do that? Well, they can't put their head down. When you force a horse's head down too much or too fast, they become no, Harvey's too young, Jenna. Jenna asked if Harvey was shod. He's way too young for that. Anyway, so when you put a horse's head down, you force it down, hold it down to try to fake a collection. The only thing you're doing is making them front end heavy. So then they have all this grip and grab on the front end and they have no push on the hind. So you want them to develop push on the hind. That's the proper way of movement. So hi, Kim. So you want to leave them, let their head up and just start moving them. They got to go forward with their head up. They just have to build their hind end, build their hip because you want them pushing off of their hip and lofting in end. So, yeah, we're going to leave their head up in the beginning when we get out and start riding them, and we're just going to start exercising them. So, it'll probably be like once we get them shoed and once the weather's good enough, they'll go up and down the road with the gator to get them in shape. Beats lunging them for 20 minutes a day. So, oh, we have a flash goal. I didn't see that. Okay, flash goal is 10 different people to send a rose. Will Taz ever learn to jump? Yeah, I'm sure he will. Ember knows how. And then I'm sure Harvey will eventually, but that has to be a very age appropriate thing. We can't do that until they're a little older and their joints are more developed. Taz would never be able to do harsh, heavy jumping because of his legs, because we're already watching him with concerns of him developing arthritis in his knees. So we want to be very conscious of that. Hi, Heather. But you know, in the future, I'm sure we'll probably do little popover poles with Taz, just little ones, but nothing big. Hi, Luna. Yeah, cross rails would probably be about the extent of what Taz could do. He's also really overweight, so he's not going to make it over any poles currently. You'd have to lose some poundage for sure.
He does not.
Hi, RIP. Huh?
Said he does not like to share.
Oh, hi, Alicia. Did you hear what I said about the shoes, Alicia? Because after my live today at lunchtime, I did text my farrier. When I got done with the live, I still had like 5 or 10 minutes left before I had to punch back in for work. So I texted him quick, asked him about just putting shoes on the front end. He suggested we do shoes on all 4 because of my terrain. And, he asked what my goals were for the year, and I told him that I wanted to develop hip and hind drive. Also, there's a bunch of you over here on Tube. Thank you for that. I appreciate that so much. But I told him I wanted to develop hip and hind drive. He said that we definitely want to do shoes on the backside then. And I told him, he asked me about baby sliders because both Ember and Taz have had baby sliders on before. So he asked if I wanted to do that again. I was like, honestly, yeah, because I really want to develop the hind, develop the hip. I want to get them stopping good with their butts underneath of them and get them pushing off of the hip. And because they're both front end heavy right now. They're out of shape. They're both front end heavy. And I don't like that. And I don't want it. That's not the type of movement I want out of my horses. I don't want front end heavy horses. So I want them hip and hind drive the way they're supposed to move. Those are the pretty movers. So that's going to be my focus this year, is getting them physically fit and in shape and moving off of that hip. That's what I want. So, oof. But anyway, so I scheduled my appointment for April 2nd, and he'll come out and he'll put shoes on all 4 feet on Taz and on Ember.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get lucky and he'll cut me a deal because he likes me. What was Ember like as a younger horse? Spirited, not friendly, pig-headed, bull-headed, stubborn. Any other words to describe that type of behavior? She was a mare. Mm-hmm. Yep, that was her. Yeah, she was a mare. Hey, we got 10 on tube. Thank you for being here, guys. It really was worth the conversation, Alicia. Honestly, I loved it. I loved it with him. And he's great to for me to ask questions to. My farrier is super, he's just full of information. He loves to educate, and I love to be educated. So him and I just jive really great. When do you plan on, oh yeah, Sassy, definitely. When do you plan on having Harvey come home? Well, Harvey's going to be gone for as long as I can afford it. That might mean 2 months. That might mean 3 months. That might mean 6 months, 8 months. So for as long as I can afford it, he's going to go. So this is where I'd like to mention that anybody that is subscribing on TikTok or on IG, you are directly helping me pay that bill. So if you can afford $3 a month, I would appreciate it. Okay, let's see. When will Harvey show? Harvey's first show is going to be in a couple of weeks. He is attending without me. He is not going to be shown unless they feel like he can go into an open class. Then the trainers will show him for me. But I will not be attending with him on that one. Hi, Hannah. So do I have a camera for Harvey? I do not have access to a camera on Harvey. But he is safe. I promise he's fine. I'm not concerned about his safety whatsoever down there, like at all. The people he's with are true professionals and very calm, cool, collected. You know, everybody's always in the barn, so he's okay where he's at, I promise. Who will show Harvey when he is home? Well, pretty much whoever wants to. So when he's done with training and he comes back, he'll probably just be like a free-for-all for me and the girls, be whoever wants him, or my nieces, because, you know, I do have nieces. And if they want to show horses, I can take the pick of the litter. I'll have the old mare and I'll have the young gelding and then I'll have the little guy. So anybody who wants him pretty much from home here will show him. Don't know if you had one like with Taz. Oh yeah, I have cameras everywhere. My horses are always under surveillance. But I don't have access to where Harvey is at. I don't have access to a camera on him. And that's okay, because to be honest, it's kind of nice to just have that trust and just like let go of it, and it's fine. And Harvey has never pulled the crap that Taz did, not at the same frequency. And it's one of so checking the cameras here at home is super simple because I just pull it up and I can see the whole barn. But to check cameras here and then check cameras there and it just gets to be too much. And I'm only one person. So I gave up control on that. And I was like, nope, it's okay. Give it to the universe and everything will be fine. Because if I overanalyze and I overthink it, then something bad will happen. And I have to just trust that everything is fine and just leave it be. I also will say where he's at, hi Knothead, the trainers that he's with, they are very responsive to my messages, usually within a couple of hours. And every time I've messaged them since he's been down there, they've sent me a picture back showing me like what he's doing, like, you know, or whatever. So, is that a cat chair? Oh, no, it's a gamer chair, but I could see why you'd think it'd be like a cat chair. No, it's a gamer chair that I bought for work, which I would never suggest because it's got this like little bit of a recline and I've destroyed my abdomen. Like, jeez. Is Harvey in Michigan? Yeah, Jenna, he's still in Michigan. He's just really far away. What was the funniest thing Taz has done? I can see why you'd think that it's ears. That's really funny. Funniest thing that Taz has done exist. Like he's just, yeah, I don't know. By the way, this flash goal is still going, guys. So I need 7 more roses to hit the flash goal. So if you haven't sent one yet and you can, I would appreciate it. If you don't want to send any gifts, that's fine. If you could do a little finger fatigue for me and tap the screen and send some likes my way, I would appreciate that as well. But yeah, so he's safe where he's at though. I'm not worried about him. Where's Karen? She's around. She wasn't here a few minutes ago, but I don't know. Oh, Jolene thinks she went upstairs. So she just took off upstairs. Are you going to make the field bigger for the horses? Well, that's all going to be dependent on finances, to be honest, is how big I can make this thing. The plan is to make it bigger than what it currently is. Yes. So I want the pasture to go all the way across and then back. So the plan is, yes, to make it bigger. The last time we quoted it, it was around 7,000. And I'm roughly halfway there. So there's that. But now I also have like Harvey's training bill to pay for and stuff. So that's the plan, is to make it bigger, and then I want to split it. So that way I have a spot to let the calves out, a spot to let the pigs out. Thank you, Knothead. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Horse training is expensive. So Harvey's training fee starts at $900. And then when they haul him, I get charged a fee. And then any special supplements or anything, when he gets his hooves trimmed, there will be an additional fee. And then like day fees at shows, stuff like that. So, but to have him down there in training is $900 a month. Hi, Tasha. Yeah, it's not cheap, but that's how you make good horses. You get them in training. Hello, it's Karen. I don't think Karen wants to be played with right now. But you have to get horses into training, and if you're not equipped to do it at home by yourself, then you need to hire a professional to do that. There's a lot of good horse flesh out there that aren't properly trained, and then they become malicious or whatever, and then the only one it does damage to is the horse. So it's expensive, it's tight. That's why I'm pushing like I do at work, and why I'm here doing social media. And it's why I appreciate my following, because you guys help me do it, truthfully. But horses deserve training. They deserve the education. You do have to budget with them, oh good God. But at the end of the day, above all, the horse health and safety comes first. So like with him being so mischievous and being himself, I told them the night we dropped him off, I said, anything happens with him, like anything bad happens, anything comes up, he gets injured, he does something stupid, like there is no financial limit on his health. Get him to a vet, get him to an emergency vet, get the vet out here, get it taken care of, get it handled. Like I told her flat out, I said, do not and him too, I was like, don't call me and ask me what you want me to do. Take care of it. Because at the end of the day, if I have a $20,000 vet bill because he colicked really bad and had to have surgery or something, like I don't care. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. His health comes first. So I told them, very, very flat out, anything medical comes up, there is no budget for that. I feel like when you have animals, you have to keep that in mind. And that should always be like everybody's first thought in their head. It shouldn't be like, I can't really afford that. Or no, like you signed on, you made an agreement to be the advocate for that animal. You need to take care of them. This isn't that's the way it is. And like, do I have a savings account for, like some big emergency? No. They're too busy eating it up with everything else that they need done. So every time I get a little bit ahead somewhere and something happens, right? And it's fine. That's just horses. But I would figure it out if something bad happened. And I would be able to make the ethical decision of, do we fix it or is it too far gone kind of thing. Burning question, why not Sally? Business decision. I didn't want him to go to Sally. That's, I don't have any allegiance to her. Yeah, I wanted him to go where he went. Honestly, that was always the plan, was for him to go where he went. Oh, Brooklyn, I'm sorry. Yes, Jenna, the trainer does provide the feed. If there is anything additional or special or specific that he needs, like a specific nutrient or supplement, then I have to pay extra for that. What she's doing right now is evaluating him to see if she thinks there's anything additional he needs in his feed. So at the moment, he's just on their feed. I took the rest of his grain down, which is Tribute Growth, and they've got it from there. So if he needs anything extra, they think he needs anything extra, they'll let me know. But oh man. Dun, 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 dun. We've been live for a half hour already. That's crazy. Yeah, time flies, dude. Time flies. But anyway, what else do we want to know today? I don't know what else to talk about. I've done a lot of lives lately. Yeah, so if you guys have a question, ask it because I have no idea what to talk about now. I did order Harvey a sheet. Jenna, that's the most randomest thing ever. What do you do? You are not on socials. Beth, I have no idea what that means. Oh, hi, Karen. She just climbed up the back of the chair.
She wants that fly.
Is there a fly buzzing around?
Yeah.
Are you after a fly? Oh, well, he's way up there in the ceiling, honey. I don't think you're gonna.
Please don't jump.
Oh, I'm waiting for it. She's gonna jump up on the chandelier.
That thing will fall if she jumps.
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
No, it won't. She's watching a fly. What do you like when I'm not on social media? I work. I work full time for a company. I'm a mom of 2 teenagers. We have 2 dogs that are in the house. We have a cat that's in the house. She goes outside too. We have 12 acres where we live. So I'm doing something out in the barn, or I'm doing something out in the field, working with the horses, laundry, dishes, mom things, buying paying bills. That's about it. But I do spend a lot of time wrapped up in social media. I like to play video games when I get the chance. I really love the old N64 games like Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie. What else did I really love? Oh, the Hogwarts Legacy game on Switch. I love that game. That one's awesome. But to be honest, it was too easy and finished way too quickly. I wish they had more storylines in it. There's not enough storylines in it, so that was a bummer. But anyway, maybe they'll get it better the second time around. What's my favorite part about horse tours? I don't know if I really have a favorite part. I just like being outside, to be honest. Mark Pastor, I brought my friend's 2-year-old colt to the house by family. Ooh, really? Well, that's exciting. I love the older games. You went through and played as each house? That's awesome. I got it. That's awesome. Risky. Say that 10 times fast. I started one which is the one you get to go to Azkaban. I started that one. Is it Hufflepuff? That's what I thought. But I started that one and I did the Azkaban storyline. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then I haven't played it now for a few months. Oh, that's why you were asking about Tribute Growth. Okay. Yeah, I like Tribute. The Growth was a good one. I didn't have a use for the bag that I had here at home with Harvey being gone because Taz don't need it. Ember doesn't need it. So I had half a bag left. So I just sent it down with Harvey and I gave it to them. And I was like, here, just feed it up. Give it to Harvey. Feed it to the other yearlings, like whatever you got. Because, geez, I think they've got quite a few yearlings down there that she's working with. Yeah. Quite a few. By the way, thank you for all these likes. We're just under 15,000 now on Talk. Is Taz fully grown? Yeah, pretty much. Like Ember had one more final spurt where she got just a little bit bigger around like year 6, year 7. Ember got just a little bit marish, like she just matured. So I definitely think Taz would be considered full grown now. Any amount of growing he does, he's not going to change much. Like it's not going to be real noticeable. Hi, Kristen. But I would say he's full grown. So he's 15 hands high. He's got to be close to 1,200 pounds. Like he's thick. He's thick. Yeah, he's a little overweight again, a little stinker. But once we get him out and we get him moving, we're going to get shoes put on him here in the beginning of April. And we'll get him out and we'll get him fit, get him in shape. Yep. But I would say he's full grown. Ember just barely hits 15 hands. Taz is a little bit over 15 hands, but not quite 15.1. What is that? Well, thank you for that, Kristen. That was a cool one. Kristen sent a gift. It was a nifty one. And then Harvey was 13.2 when he left. 14.1 on the hip. Oh my gosh, Risky, that's incredible. That's awesome. So Harvey's expected full grown height is like 15.2 to 15.3. We'll have a better idea when he turns 3 what his full height will be. Thank you, Kristen. And Kristen's helping out with those gift goals over here on the talk. But so Harvey, we're expecting him to be 15.2 to 15.3. Watch him be over 16. God, I hope not. Taz is 4 years old this year. He will be 4 at the end of April. They're all born in April. Taz, Ember, and Harvey. So Ember will be 10, Taz will be 4, and Harvey will be 1 in April. So I got a 10-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a yearling. Thank you, Kristen. I love these questions, guys. Keep asking them. They're awesome. We got 6 people over on Tube watching. Thank you, because you're helping with the watch hours. I appreciate that. So when you look at it, like there's 6 of you watching. So if all 6 of you have watched for the half an hour, that adds 3 hours of watch time. Thank you, Kristen. Dang, Kristen's like blowing it up over here. How do you decide what trainer to choose? Well, your trainer needs to have understand what your goals are, be honest with you to help you achieve your goals with the horse that you have. They also need to be proficient in what type of training you're looking for. So obviously I've had a lot of questions as to why didn't I take Harvey to the same trainer that Taz went to? Well, Taz went for under saddle training. Harvey's going for in-hand training. So they're different. It's not the same type of training. Harvey is going into training a year sooner than Taz. So I sent him to somebody not that where Taz went doesn't have the ability, but I just wanted to send Harvey somewhere different. And then when it's time for Harvey to get broke out under saddle, he'll go to another trainer. So I've already got that person in mind, and we don't have that, we haven't met that one yet. I haven't said anything about that one yet. And I honestly probably won't when I send him off for saddle training, just out of my own peace of mind. Thank you, Beth. No, Jenny, he'll go to somebody completely different to be broke out to ride. When you're picking a trainer, you want to do your homework, and you want to make sure that they're a good fit for you and they're a good fit for your horse, a good fit for whatever discipline you want to be in. No trainer is a jack of all trades. No trainer is perfect at everything. Also, not every trainer wants to do the thing you want to train them in. So, you got to take that in case too. I'm excited to see what he does also. Do Taz and Harvey have the same dad? And do you think Harvey will be taller than Ember and Taz? Harvey will be taller. We already know that for a fact. So he's definitely going to be taller. They do not have the same dad. Taz's dad is DZ Over You. He's an Appaloosa stallion. Harvey's dad is That'll Do, who is also an Appaloosa stallion. So yeah, Harvey will definitely be taller. We already know that as a fact. So that's a little scary. Yep, Harvey is part of the very first full crop for his dad. So his Harvey sire, That'll Do, his name is James, like his name is James. James only sired 2 foals for his first year as a stallion. So that would be Harvey. And then his brother, JJ. JJ, Harvey's half brother, same dad. JJ looks just like Harvey. He's solid sorrel. He's got a white mark on his face. Hi, Kay. And I think he's got a white stocking on his leg or something. Looks just like Harvey. Like that first full crop, no spots. So, everyone was so bummed about it because there was no spots. I was actually really surprised once Harvey was born, the amount of followers we lost after he was born and the amount of people that were upset and irritated that he didn't have any spots. They're like, well, that's, I got comments that were kind of rude. Like, well, that just sucks. Like, you breed to a pretty stud, you don't get any spots. There's no guarantee. Like, you can't choose pattern or color. And I had a 25% chance of getting a solid colored Appy with no spots. And that's what I got. Oh, I don't know who Hey Good Looking is, Jenna, but, was it King's? I think it's King's Show Horses. Or is he standing at Capitol? Honestly, I don't remember. I hear so many business names, they kind of go screwy. Oh yeah, I don't keep up with AQHA, so that would probably make sense. The only how did you come up with Harvey's registered name? He's at Capitol. Okay. Harvey's registered name is That'll Leave a Mark. And he got his registered name because, for one, he's had many emergency trips to the vet. He's always getting injured. He's always into something stupid. He's always being a turd. So that'll leave a mark because he's always getting injured. But also, I found it very humorous that he's an Appaloosa and he has absolutely no Appaloosa spots. So a little bit of sarcasm there, a little bit of humor. Yeah, he's left marks everywhere. That'll leave a mark. I just thought it was just hilarious. Like I thought it was absolutely hilarious, and I was dying to tell everybody. I couldn't wait to tell people. But I had to wait. It took like 2 months to get the registration back. We finally got it back. So when he's in, I want to do like a big introduction video, like make it really cute and pretty, like, you know, introducing That'll Leave a Mark when he's all cleaned up and like ready for the show pen. But that video I won't be able to make until May because he'll be gone for 2 weeks towards the end of April. And then in May, that'll be my first show with him. So in May, we're going to have our first show at the MSU Pavilion here in Michigan State University. And then we're going to cut his mane. So we're going to cut off all of his mane. We're going to band it and we're going to cut it. Hi, Lane. Welcome back. And then I'll have his hair I want to do something crafty with it so we can, you know, sell it for a fundraiser. And then we're going to do the same thing. I want to do it with the shoes also for Taz and Ember that we've had in the past. So that, because I was always going to sell Taz's hair as a fundraiser. And then I'm not crafty. I need my sister to help me with that. So we thought about doing like resin magnets because that would be simple. The worst Friday the 13th ever. What day in May? Kay, I don't know, to be honest. I have it here somewhere. It's probably in his folder. Give me a second. Remember the video I did on the folder? This is why. Because then I can just go find it. May 8th through the 10th. It is a show for buckskins, appies, and miniatures. That'll be his first one at MSU and Pavilion. Surgery at the end of May. Oh, goodness. Absolutely. Come and say hi. I'm going to do like a meet and greet or anything. If you see us and I'm involved in something super busy, don't interrupt me or bug me. Wait until I'm just lounging and then come say hi. But absolutely come and say hi. Like, I love it when people say hi. If I'm really honed in and focused, if I have headphones in, definitely don't interrupt me. If I have headphones in, I'm zoned. I'm in the zone. I'm locked in. And I'm going to be honest, I don't like to be interrupted when I have headphones in. Like, they go everywhere with me. So, you know, when you see me just kind of lounging or talking or whatever, then yes, please come up and say hi. You know, if I'm doing something small and insignificant, come and say hi. But if I'm like locked in and really focused on something, just wait, just be patient, give me time. Cause I am ultimately there for an event. So I'm there for myself. More than happy to talk to people and say hi and let them meet the horses and stuff. But, you know, I am there for a reason. So I can't just like sit for an hour and talk. So quick little chat, say hi, and then I got to keep going. But yeah. Yes, Risky. I did mention picture frames. I would love to make picture frames out of the horseshoes. And then I would love to do resin magnets and like do little braids of their hair with like maybe little flowers or something, like just make little magnets for people. I think that would be, yeah, I would like to do that. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Will I do Taz? Yes. So I'll do them separately. I'll probably do, like, I'll do with Taz's hair and then I'll do with Harvey's hair. So if you want both, you have to order both. I don't want to mix them and get all confused and stuff. So what about Ember? Honestly, Ember doesn't have enough hair. She's got nothing. So I can't afford to cut any of her hair. I mean, that's a great question, but Ember's mane is so thin. I can't cut it. Like there's nothing there. It's about this long and it's so thin. She's got like 4 hairs for a 4-lock. She's got nothing. And then her tail is relatively thin also. I douse it in conditioner all the time so it doesn't like break as she's swinging it and stuff. Did she ever have a long mane? She did. When I brought her home as a 2-year-old, she had a nice mane. And then throughout her 2-year-old year and her 3-year-old year, it all fell out. She lost all of it. I've put MTG on it. Didn't do anything. I've buzzed it all off to get it to regrow thicker. Didn't do anything. The only other thing I haven't done is fed her pure biotin, which I have to get with me and Mai, because, or is it Mai and me? Anyway, I gotta get with her and ask her where she gets her pure biotin from, because I would like to try her on some biotin to see if it helps. You could use Biomane. Stuff's really expensive. If you just feed pure biotin, it's fine. Welcome in. Taz did eat her tail when he was a foal. Yep, he did. And he still will try to chew on her tail sometimes. He's a turd. He's an absolute pest. She's better about swishing her tail and like trying to like kick at him and stuff to get him away from her now. But he still grabs her tail every now and then. I don't know what his obsession is with it. Somebody was telling me horses like Taz are like, they're extremely smart, because their mind always has to be doing something. I don't know if that's accurate or not. We always make fun of how stupid Taz is, but I truly think he probably is really intelligent. He's a good boy. He's just a pest. He's just always got to be doing something. She is tired of his antics. Absolutely. She's fed up with him being what he is. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate it. Was she a laid back mom? Oh my God. She didn't do anything to mother him, like at all. She's the laziest thing when it came to being a broodmare. She had the baby and she was like, there, not my problem. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, he was 4 weeks old and I was walking away. Sell her hoof clippings from the farrier or the goo that gets picked out of her hoof, only hooves. Oh, that's nasty. Woohoo. If you've ever been around horses and you've picked out their hooves sometimes, that stuff can get kind of rank. Oh man, that's funny. No, that's literally what she did, Jenna. She was like, here's your problem. I don't want to do it. She's the most nonchalant. She was more protective with Harvey. Not that she was ever dominant or scary or anything, because she never was, but she was more concerned about Harvey's whereabouts and what Harvey was doing. She was more attached to him. Taz, she wanted him gone. She hated him. And even now, she's like, leave me alone. Don't talk to me. I don't want nothing to do with you. It's cute, but then you see them sleeping next to each other in the middle of the night. Do I think Taz will do cows? No, I really don't, Kay. I don't. It's not that big of an industry up here in Michigan to do the cutting and the sorting and the reining and stuff. Also, Taz's legs would never be able to handle it. His knees would get destroyed because of him like having surgery when he was younger and stuff. So they'll, maybe one day if we get to, we'll goof around with cattle just for the fun of it, just to play, but never as like an event, Which is it Jim Greendike? He's a trainer and he's a content creator. I love him. I would love to go meet him, and I'd love to go like spend the day with him and like interview him. He didn't have surgery on his knees, Beth. So Taz was born clubby front-footed on the front end, and then he grew really fast. So he ended up, his tendons got too tight in his legs, so he had to have what's called check ligament surgery. So they had to go in and do surgery on his ligaments to release his heel. So a horse's hoof should be like this, okay? Taz's was like straight up and down. So he had no angle in his leg at all. Kayla says, hi, have you ever had experiences with navicular? I have not. I've never had a horse with navicular. Get a good farrier. Good farrier all day long. So I would just say, look up and understand what navicular is. And yeah, you're going to want a good farrier for that one. And feed management. Yeah, for sure. But have I ever had it? No. I've never dealt with a horse that had navicular. Any updates on Harvey? Yep. So I posted a video today. So the immediate updates are going to go to the subscribers in either TikTok or IG, both. So if you're a subscriber, you'll see the updates first. And then after a little bit of time has passed, then I'll do the updates for the public. So I did post one today. I posted that video of what he did. He got cast within 12 to 13 hours of being down there. little stinker. So that was funny. The very next day, they sent me a message. They were like, "Oh, he's hilarious," and I was like, "Yeah, you know." And then this picture pops up, and he's cast. I just died laughing. Like I just busted. It was so funny because, of course, that would happen. He's fine. He's yeah. Oh yeah, completely. Yep. He got out of it okay, and they helped him. You know, they said he was very calm, so that's good. But yeah, he got cast right away, like the very next morning. And I don't know if he was just being a stinker like Taz and kind of did it like on purpose, play a game, or if he just didn't realize the wall was there because the stall is smaller. Like at home, he's got a 16 by 16. He's got a suite. We actually joked about it because I told them, I was like, yeah, at home, his stall is a 16 by 16. So it's, you know, it's a suite. And they were laughing. They're like, yeah, this one's a single wide because it's only 12 by 12. So, yep, that's totally my boy Cupcake. That's the way they are. Ember's never been cast. Never. How long do I think I'll be live? I'm almost an hour in RIP. So I'll stay for, you know, a little bit longer, but eventually I'm probably going to want to go to sleep. Oh, I'll be here for a little bit longer, but I don't know for sure what time I'll be stopping. What are you doing?
Say hi.
Oh, okay.
Again.
Oh, okay.
Seconds and no water for today.
Don't bite me.
She just came up and tried biting my toes. Do you want me to love you?
Yeah, I hope she doesn't prove me wrong. That'd be scary if Ember went and got herself cast. Kay says hi.
Hi.
Hi. Oh,
Hey, she wants you to
that one's Jolene. Noodles is probably sleeping. No.
upstairs.
Oh, squaring.
I actually got to take a nap after school today.
kitty.
She's gonna bite you.
No, she loves me.
She doesn't like being picked up ever since she got.
She loves me.
See, I told you.
I carry her around all day. Hey, Square Bear. Oh, Square Bear. Oh, no growling. No, we don't growl. No, we don't growl.
She doesn't like being picked up ever since she got her surgery.
She's a pretty kitty.
She's a good Karen.
What's my plan with Taz? This year, he's just going to be a 4-H pony. He's not going to go many places. And so he's just going to stay around home, be a 4-H pony for the girls, tote my kids around, and we're just going to fine tune on his skills. We're just going to make him a better horse. Pretty much it. Never remember any of your sister's horses casting themselves. Mine, apparently, it's just a genetic trait. Dang goofy. I don't know why they do it so much. Little stinkers. But yeah, Taz will just tote the kids around and fine tune and hone in on his skills and just become more of an adult. And we're going to have to work through a lot of antics with him this year.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
I'm going back to watch my show now.
No, not really anything more specific. I want to work on his hip and his hind drive. And I just want to get him more hip engaged. Right now, he's very front end heavy. So we're just going to focus on him keeping his head up and really driving through that hip. That's what we want. Oh, yeah, he'll do trail. Trail, horsemanship. I would like to get him better at horsemanship. And then also showmanship as well, too, to be honest. But yeah, just fine tune on his skills. The only way to get better is to do it. So we're just going to keep practicing and stuff. We have a lot of trail type obstacles here at home. A speed pony? No, Chloe, that won't happen. We won't make him a speed pony. Ember will do the same type of stuff that Taz does. We have a bunch of like trail type obstacles, and we'll probably make a few more this year. I'd like to make a better gate. My gate needs to be better. And I'd like to do a better bridge or a different type of bridge. What is the biggest competition out here? Show me. Show me shows. If you want like all breed, show me. Go to Show Me in mid-Michigan. That's definitely the hot one right now. A lot of people have switched to Show Me shows. Sure. I have no intentions on going to Show Me. It's too expensive for us this year. Primary focus financially is going to be Harvey in training and getting Harvey to the world show. That's the goal financially. If you would like to help us on that goal, please subscribe. But it's really, yeah, we're just going to work on Taz's skills And so I'm not going to any of the big shows with the horses. Oh, the biggest type of competition? Ooh, I think no matter what you do, there's going to be competition. People are always fighting to get into the Western pleasure game. It seems like there's been, in my opinion, it seems like there's been an uptick in hunter. But anywhere you go, there's competition. I think people are always fighting in the pleasure game. I don't feel like there's a lot of really good finished trail horses. Oh, I don't mind the questions, Kay. I love them. You're giving me something to talk about. Please keep asking. If you do ask a question and I miss it, just give me a few moments and ask again. Okay. Sometimes I miss comments. But yeah. I feel like there's been an uptick in hunter. People in pleasure are always trying to, is that the biggest majority out here for Michigan? I think it depends on what area of Michigan you are. I think the further south you go, the more pleasure you're going to find, whether that's hunter or Western pleasure, either or. If you go west, you're going to find a little bit more of the reiners and the cutters. Really just depends on your area, Ember and Taz both are not concerned that Harvey is gone. The barn is much more relaxed and calm. There's not as much noise and commotion, and they're very quiet. Have I ever been to World or Congress shows? I have never participated as a showman in World or Congress shows. I have attended Congress as a spectator, and I have attended the World show as a spectator and as a supporter because my friends have showed at the World show. So I've been there to cheer on my friends, but I haven't participated myself, and that is my goal this year, come hell or high water, to get Harvey down to the World show in Texas. That's my goal. Get this fence built and get Harvey to the World show. So I am working my tail off to get there. Am I planning on more foals? Absolutely not. My vet is under strict instruction that if I even hint about any more babies, about breeding any more babies, she is going to show me every single vet bill I've ever had for my baby horses because Taz, everything he went through, and then Harvey. So nope, my vet is under strict instruction to not allow me to breed. So I don't want any more babies. If they come out like Taz and Harvey, no. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, like you can, what if you get a filly and what if it's just like your mare? And like, that's great. That sounds like hell on fire with like ravenous snakes that have been released and there's a hurricane somewhere and something else bad. I don't know, like nuclear roaches or something. Like I'll be okay. Yeah, we don't need a mini Ember because my luck, it would be a filly, it would be solid sorrel, and it would psycho. And Taz and Harvey are enough to deal with financially and mentally. So I don't need any more. So we're good.
What?
How many vet bills have I had between Harvey and Taz? I've never done the math, and I don't ever want to. I quit tallying on Taz when I hit 10,000. And Harvey, I have no idea, but I know I paid my vet over $3,700 last year. So I know that's a person like, so there's that. Yes, Alicia, the World show for Appaloosas it's the very, very end of October, very first week of November. So that's the goal. Do you think you'll do more bigger and greater competitions later on? Maybe. Oh, Beth asked when the World show was too. Yeah, very first week of November. So if anybody wants to start a savings account for me, I'd appreciate it. It's totally a joke. Please don't take me seriously. The bank account would hate me. Yeah, mine does. Mine hates me. I'm absolutely terrified to go through this year financially. Not gonna lie, because I want to build this fence. I want to get Harvey to the World show and Harvey in training, and it's like, oh my god. Loki, Harvey will be gone for as long as I can afford it. Will Taz do bigger shows? Maybe. Right now I can't prioritize and focus on him. I gotta focus on Harvey. So Taz just kind of has to take a little bit of a back burner with our goals. And, eventually I would like him to do regional Appaloosa shows. And then maybe one day I'll get him down to the World show but he doesn't go. He doesn't go, and that's okay. So has ever been live covered? Yeah, Taz was live covered. So she got pregnant off of Taz with live cover. Harvey was artificial. Lane was here, Alicia, but today was moving day. They were finishing up moving, so kind of been popping in and out a few times. But huh?
I'm just talking to myself.
Okay, my husband's singing. Please ignore him. I do.
Yeah.
That was so mean. Who was more expensive to create? Ooh. That's a good question. I've never done the math on that one either to know who was more expensive. Oh, Lane's here, but listening because driving. Gotcha. I don't know who is more expensive to create. Honestly, I would say Harvey, because Harvey I had to pay a $500 shipping fee to get the semen up here from Texas. So probably Harvey, and then all of the vet bills with getting her over all the ultrasounds and then the actual insemination. Hi, Addie. So it's most likely Harvey.
Has the surgery in there.
No, but just to create.
You created them.
To get Harvey here was about $4,500. I don't know what it was to get Taz here, but I had to drive farther with Taz. So I'm not sure. Are the girls competing with school? So yes and no. We just found out that Natalie's softball, a big softball tournament, is on the same weekend as junior high equestrian. So most likely she will not be able to do junior high equestrian with Taz. Jolene's equestrian is in the fall and she will be doing that. Did I choose the father or was it at random? It took me 2 years to choose Taz's dad, Loki. I'm a Nazi when it comes to picking a stud. I don't pick them at random. I with a fine tooth comb. I decide on my studs. Not every stud is right for every horse. I think stallion owners should be doing like panel testing. You should know their genetics. You should know what discipline they're in, stuff like that. So, Sub Club Worlds trip. Like you would come see me at the World Show? Don't threaten me with a good time. That would be the coolest thing ever. Like, you fucking with me right now? Okay, now we have to do it. I'm going to get everybody to go subscribe. Send me your $3 a month so I can get down to the World Show, because that would be the coolest thing ever. To like meet all of you and do like a big group picture. Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not.
Bullshit.
I'm not.
Both of you.
I didn't do nothing.
You mocking me too.
No, I didn't.
You went,
No, you didn't. I didn't say that.
I can't say what I want to because I'm live. Dingbats. Oh, I gotta pay for it though, Kate. I'm terrified. I'm manifesting it too. Trust me. Don't worry, I am. This is a good year. Good things are gonna happen. It's a good year.
This year is already crap.
I'm scared. Kids are being mean to me. Yeah, that's my husband making fun of me. Soon to be ex-husband.
Really?
Keep your shit up. What the fuck? Whatever.
I'm only joking.
Yeah, are you? Cause
Oh my God, so sensitive.
I can't engage in any violent behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? Somewhere out there's a man that supports my dreams,
Oh my God.
and he'll pay for them.
Yeah.
He won't make me work the way you do. They're just joking, Jenna. Ooh, thank you, Risky. I appreciate that. Only when you look at me, Cupcake. This is the way it is in our house. We make fun of each other all the time. We love each other with sassy things. So I typically refer to my children as swear words. Like I'll say "What's up," witches with a B. Like, we flip each other off, and it's a term of endearment in my house. To be completely honest, so like I'll just
Do it lovingly.
we flip each other off with love. Nobody takes that gesture seriously in this house. Like we just laugh about it. It's just yeah, in public we do it too. We'd be like in Meijer getting groceries, and we just like throw each other the bird. That's what we do. Oh man. Huh?
So I tell people that quite often in public they're number one, but they don't think nothing of it.
Oh yeah. How you doing with that sour cream there, buddy?
I'm very good.
No?
I have more in my fingers than I do where I want it.
Well, okay.
I'm trying to stir it up.
Okay. Oh man. We have lots of love. We say love you all the time. We do hugs and kisses all the time. We flip each other off all the time. Yeah, my love language is roasting people. Same. Unless I'm like really mad, then we'll. Oh, absolutely, Jen. Are you kidding? Of course I'm wearing pajamas. Taz is not going back into training, so he was going to. That was the plan. He was supposed to go into training, and then Natalie took him out and rode him a few times, and then we ended up. I was like, actually, I'm just gonna keep him home, to be honest, because he was being so good. I'm like, dang, like I think we could do this ourselves. So we're just gonna keep him home, and we have like our path forward with what we want to work on. And yeah, once it gets warm and this weather straightens out, we'll start working on it. But we can't do anything right now because the weather just sucks. So there's that. Yeah. Dudes, we're almost at 35,000 likes for talk. Thank you. Seriously. If you don't have a question or anything, if you could just tap the screen a little bit, I appreciate it. The weather is weathering. Yeah, this morning it was a blizzard, and then it rained, and then it was snowing again, and now it's not, and I don't know. Whatever. The queen of the barn. Sassy as always. She just like doesn't like, she's a loner. She doesn't like the things. She doesn't like the commotions. You're getting 9 to 12 inches tomorrow? That's gross. Please do a follow-up video to the Harvey and Thaddeus video. Oh, where Tess said, see you later, Harvey. I don't have anyone join my lives ever, Kaya. Sorry. It's just too unpredictable. I don't participate in that kind of stuff. I don't know if Harvey heard Taz call him by his name. I don't know what the follow-up would be for that. Yeah, I might have to think on that one for a little while. I have at least one more video to post of the two of them here at home the day we took Harvey down. So I got one more voiceover video sitting in my drafts that I have to do. I'll get that done and posted when I can mentally process it to think about it. Definitely want to see Harvey getting Taz's name correct. Yeah, in time we will. I'm hopeful that one of the Appaloosa shows that I go to in Lansing, I'll be able to take Taz with me. I don't financially plan on it. If for some reason I'm able to, just to take Taz along, like maybe I'll just take him and ride him around, but not show him in any classes, which would be difficult, mind you, because I'm going to want to show him. But I could just take him and ride him around in the arena for them to see each other. Maybe we'll do a video. Hi, Jose. Taz's registered name is gonna make you dizzy. Shows are expensive. So I have my book. Subscribers, I write down the cost of the shows and I tell everybody what they are. So the Get Spotted that Harvey will go to without me, I'll have to pay a trailering fee because I'm not going to that one, so they're taking care of him. So I'll have to pay a trailering fee of $150, stall fee of $100. Sawdust is $9 a bag. The office charges $15 a bag, and the day fees are $30 per day. That doesn't include any of the classes if he went in classes. It's very typical for a show weekend, a regional show, to run you somewhere between $400 and $700 for the weekend. Depends on the show, depends on where the show is at, depends on, hi Jamie, depends on the cost of the classes, how many classes you put to, you know, trainer fees, all that stuff. So we can take Taz and do a show, a regional show with him, and it'd be about $450 to $500. This year I do not have any foam mats, so I need to use more sawdust. So I have to buy more sawdust. Classes typically run, what is it, $28 a class, an appy. And then you have your office fees and stuff. So yeah, it's, they're not cheap. That's for sure. Yeah. So if it has to be that I can't really show Harvey, like if he just has to go to shows for the experience and, you know, kind of thing. If I don't get to show him that much because we got to save money for the world show, well, that's the way that it's going to be. That's the way it's going to have to go. So we'll do our best. Like I keep joking about, like, if you see, like pictures for sale of my appendage anywhere, don't be judging. That's a joke. I'm not actually going to do that, but you know, we joke about only hooves all the time. We take big feed bags and fill them up with sawdust from our house and then take them to the show. I've done that, Addie. I have. And I don't like buying the sawdust from the show grounds. Some show grounds, you can only get sawdust from them. But I prefer to bring sawdust from Tractor Supply or Family Farm and Home. It's sawdust. I don't like the shavings. I don't like the thick shavings. It's really hard to sift it. I want my sawdust to last. So I like to get sawdust because you pick it up and it falls right through the fork and then you got the poop. You don't have to shake it or nothing. It's just easy. So I like to either haul my sawdust with me from my own local feed store, or if there's one close enough, I drop once I get down there, I go pick it up and whatever. But I do not like buying shavings from the actual showgrounds. I've yet to find showgrounds that offer shavings that I like. Yeah, they're expensive. Can he show at world shows as his first show? Honestly, I think he can. I don't think as a yearling he has to qualify anywhere. His first show can be the world show. Problem with that is he has to understand going into the class by himself. Some horses get a little bit nervous going into a class and there's no other horse with them. So like in-hand trail, they're going to go through that course by themselves. And all the other horses are waiting on the outside of the arena or at the edge of the arena. Some horses can get kind of nervous and antsy and buddy sour. And it's like, why aren't there any other horses out here? Why am I the only one out here? Like, I feel threatened. I don't like it. So there's that. Do I take Taz to public grounds to do trail? No, we set up a trail course here at home. Hi, Kens. Welcome back. So we'll set up our own trail pattern and course here at home, go through as many of those as we can. He'll do the little open shows and stuff on the weekends and whatever, whenever we can afford them. And he'll get exposure to trail there. Taz is like a very good trail horse. He doesn't mind and he doesn't bother with the obstacles. I can't think of an obstacle in a trail pattern that we haven't done with him yet. Like he's done a gate, he's done overpulls, he's carried things, he's drug things, he's opened a mailbox, he's side passed, he's backed into chutes, over bridges. Like Taz and Ember both are very, very good in trail. I've always pushed trail. That's just the way I want it to be. We've hauled all the horses uptown. They've been in... like we hauled them up for Halloween kind of type thing. So they've been in like the city, you know, or town exposure, not city, but town exposure, traffic exposure, stuff like that. Lights and sirens, you know, they've all been exposed to that. Even Harvey. How did I get Ember? I bought her as a 2-year-old. So I found her online for sale and I bought her as a 2-year-old. And then obviously she had the boys, but yeah, I purchased her. And as soon as she come home, she went into training ish. Like I did the training under the guidance of a trainer. I hauled her to the trainer every single day. And he just passed away here back in December. So, but, yep. What else you guys got for me? I feel like I'm just sitting here talking. Somebody's told me before I should do like podcasts, but like I feel like my lives are just live podcasts. When did I get her? As a 2-year-old in 2018. She came home in May. Yeah, she came home in May. I think it was May 5th. We brought her home, if I remember correctly. Yeah, she came home in May of 2018, which is like forever ago, might I add.
Yeah.
Well, a long time ago. You were madder than a hornet when I bought her.
Man, they went out and picked her up too.
I know.
Trailer lights wouldn't work.
What was the whoa, hold on. What was the Oscar podcast you did join? Are you asking which podcast I did? So I was a guest on a podcast. That was Ryan Chastain's podcast. Did I change her name or was it always Ember? Her name was Pebbles when I bought her. They called her Pebbles. And we had a goat named Pebbles at the time. So I changed her name to Ember. Yeah, it just seemed to fit. You mentioned Harvey being in everyone's horse. Joe took Ember, Nat took Taz, Harvey nieces. So nothing for me. That's pretty much the way it's going. As soon as Harvey's old enough, once all of his training is done, they'll take him. They've already told me that they're going to. They've already said, once he's old enough, they'll show him. So that's just what a mother does, right? Ember was purchased to be my horse. And she became Jolene's. So then, we had Taz. He was supposed to be my horse, and he became Natalie's. Harvey is mine until he's broke. Once he's broke, they'll take him. Well, then you would think like, oh, yeah, exactly. So Alicia says, and then you'll get Ember back. Yeah, just in time for her to be retired and backed off. So figure like 5 years from now, when Harvey's trained and good to go, right, and off and rolling, 4 or 5 years from now, Ember will be 14, 15. So at that point, it'll be time to back her off, and she won't be able to do any serious showing. But the girls will also be going to college. That's the mother sacrifice. You're not wrong. That's what they do. It's okay. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm still enjoying the ride, and I'm still having fun, and it's okay. She is still young at 15, but nah, she'll get to that age, and I'll just let her chill. I'll just let her. I won't do a whole lot of pushing or riding or anything. We'll see what happens, because the girls are going to go to college too, and they've already asked about taking horses to college with them. We're also going to relocate, and we're going to be in a different state at that time, so we'll see what happens. Do I do shows, or is it only the girls? I do shows also, but you can't run the horses ragged. So, if the girls are doing 3-4 classes in a weekend, I don't want to also do 3 or 4 classes myself, or even 1 or 2. I really want the horses to into their rider. So what would Taz do if he's at a world show? Trail, for sure. It would be ranch classes. So I would do ranch rail classes with him, and I would do ranch trail with him if he went to the world show. And at this point in his life, I would just do walk trot. I would not do walk trot lope. I look like a cow laying here. I don't care. But I would just do walk trot ranch classes. Ranch riding, which is a pattern class. Ranch on the rail. And then ranch trail for sure. That's what I love to do. Lane, I didn't hear your response about coming to visit me at the World Show. Have I thought about doing trail rides on your property for money? No, I have 12 acres, but it's open field. Like it's not, it's all just open field. It's not really, there's not trails. Like it's hayfield. It is the first week in November, Lane. Pretty much first week in November. Hi, Lil. Yes, in Texas. Fort Worth, to be exact. Fort Worth, Texas. I have the dates written down. They're in my planner. Because we would actually, and I don't know what day any of his classes would be. Mind you, I have to have enough money to do this, guys. So we would leave probably the 28th or the 29th of October. And it goes till the 7th, November 7th. So, yeah. And then CBC is right after that. I would love to do Appy Worlds and then CBC right after, but holy crap, that's a whole lot of money. Only if I get to share a stall with Harvey. Money. We had a flash goal, but it was roses. They did a Heart Me flash goal today at lunch. Just need to hop over from Arizona. There you go. I had horses, Petra, from the first horse I got, I was 11. How long do I work for? I work full time. Thank you for your heart, Milo. I appreciate it. And all these likes, like we're at 44,000. Somebody's going crazy over here tapping. Do you have one of the little tapper things? Because darn, that thing's nuts. We appreciate any of your comments and stuff, though. It's risky. Okay. What do I do for work? I work in customer service. So if you call into a company and you hear somebody say, "Hi, how can I help you?" That's me. I work in a call center. And it's a tough one. I'll tell you that. People are not nice. I had somebody being nasty to me today, and I had to tell her, I was like, I can only do what I can do. And when you yelling at me, I can't do the thing. So I don't know what the heck you expect out of me. Like, jeez Louise. Oh, yeah, we're definitely not AI. However, I've been asked that before. I've had people flat out say, "Oh, are you AI too?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm a real person." "Oh, you sounded like a computer." Well, that's because I can really hone in on that professional voice. Honestly, so here's the thing. I would love to work at a grocery store. I know you're probably thinking, no, you wouldn't. You wouldn't want to do phones. Phones are terrible. Thanks for the follow, Alex. I would be so happy to be stocking shelves, minding my own business. That would be great. That sounds wonderful. Answering phones, gosh, people are not nice. It's just, yeah. Hi, Jenny. Cashier. I could get down with that. I could do that. Oh, Riskies and health insurance. Sweet baby Jesus. I am so sorry for you. Whew. How many dogs do I have? I have 2. You would love marketing. It's basically what you do for yourself, but for other people. I honestly would love to get into marketing. I think marketing would be awesome. Medicare to be, oh, honey. Oh my God. Oh, geez. I don't know if I could do that one. If I could choose any job, what would it be? Oh, man. If you never work a day in your life, like, if you're happy, you never, like, yeah. How do I want to say that? Basically, a job where you never work a day in your life. A job that you're happy. I love doing the social media stuff. If I could make social media my full-time thing, I would love that. I'm just like not that pretty or not popular. Taz is the one that people follow for. Yeah, bless her, right? I could never ever work in health insurance with Medicare. Oh, hush. I'm being honest though about myself. Like I'm a size 6, I'm middle-aged, I got 2 kids, that's, it is what I'm a little extra in the middle. This angle is very unflattering. I will say that on TikTok. Do I ever run into fans at shows? I do see them. That's crazy, Lil. Lil's like, I was here when you were at 2.5 thousand followers. Hi, Smokey. Yeah, it really, like, there was a time there where it just took off. I was scrolling back and looking at videos, and every video was like no less than 50,000 views. And now I feel like I struggle to hit, 5,000 or 10,000. And I get it. It's because Taz isn't being as mischievous as it used to be. And the algorithm for TikTok has changed about 100 times. I definitely will say, like, check over and pop on to the book. That's pretty funny. And it's comments are great on the book. They're hilarious. Taz was just a baby, Jenny. I just hit 10K on the gram, and that was an awesome achievement. I was excited for that one. And I'm at 91,000 on the book. So that's incredible right there. And we're working on Tube. So that's why we're live on Tube, to help get those watch hours up, because thank you, Mandy. I appreciate it. I'm proud of me too, honestly. I would love to really get the social media stuff my full-time gig. I like doing this. I like making the videos and stuff. And, just sharing my life with people. Yeah, Graham is difficult. And guys, I'm trying. Any little bit that you guys are popping over to the Tube and watching those videos to get those watch hours up, I appreciate it, because I need to get to 4,000 watch hours. Am I working on a Harvey logo? No. Rihanna did ask me about a logo specifically for Harvey, but I'm not doing like an individual. Yeah, watching repeat vids counts risky. So every time you watch it, it counts towards watch hours. I'm not doing individual, the individual logos we did have for Taz and Ember. I got rid of them. I deleted them. And I'm just going with my basic logo for Whirlwind Ranch. If you want to find us on Tube, on the book, on the gram, go search for Whirlwind Ranch. If you go to my main page on TikTok, so my home page, and you go to the tree, the link, like there's a link there right under my name. It's got like arrows pointing to it. Click there, and that will link you to all of my pages. So you can find Tube on there. If you go to Tube and you search for Whirlwind Ranch, you'll find Taz's picture. So you can go check that out. Yeah, but I don't, it's honestly, Alicia, it's too hard for me to focus on individual logos for each of them. If they were breeding stock, it would be different, but they're not breeding stock. So I just have I got rid of all their extra logos. I just have their, it's a tornado with a WR. Did you notice when you started doing lives, did it boost your page? I definitely like doing lives because it's more live, and like it's live engagement with my following, so I can answer questions in real time. I get to be active and communicate with you guys. But did it boost my page? I don't know if it necessarily boosted it. I definitely know there are certain followers that like my lives because you're here all the time. So what's the rules for each platform? Like, do rewatches on TikTok help? Nope. So on TikTok, the video needs to come across your For You page. You need to watch it for 5 seconds. If you comment, you like it, or you share it, that adds to the income. On the Tube, they want your watch hours. So the longer you watch it, the more it benefits me, essentially. And you can leave comments too. Make sure you subscribe on the Tube. Subscribing on Tube doesn't cost you anything. You're simply just following along. They just have a different name for the button. On the gram, they want you to find it in your reels. They want you to comment on it and like on it. And on the book, they want you to watch it the whole way through, and comments are everything on the book. They want you to engage in comments. So each page kind of has its own thing. It's just the way they all go. So but watching repeat hours on Tube is like definitely where it's at. That's awesome, Obsidian. So Obsidian says, I usually put your videos on and then go in the shower. That's great. That's brutal for TikTok. Yeah. So essentially, Jenny, on TikTok, you just need to, when it does come across your For You page, you just need to sit on it and watch it. On TikTok, whatever you watch is whatever it's going to show you. So if you start liking more of my videos or commenting more of my videos, they're going to show up in your For You page more often. I don't post as much on Talk as I used to. Right now, I'm heavily posting on the gram and on the book because I've been trying to get those rolling. They're off and rolling now. So now I'm really shifting over to making sure I'm doing more lives on Tube, and I'm making videos for Tube, and I'm posting on Tube, and like, so I'm trying to shift over to that. So it's a lot. Jenna says she falls asleep to my Tube. I think that's amazing. That's hilarious. Like, that's awesome. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate it. We're over 50K for likes too, guys, on Talk. So TikTok really wants to see you hit all the buttons. That's what they want. Yeah. And Tube just really wants to see you watching and see you subscribing. That's what Tube wants. Yeah, they all want different things though. And it's hard to keep up with all of them. And it's also hard to like let the following know. You know, that's another thing. When it was just Ember Obsidian, you know, I think you were actually, to be honest. Oh, that's risky. Hey, if you could, I would appreciate it. What's the easiest way to make income? Which site gives more? Right now, so on TikTok, I'll be honest, the only income I'm really earning on TikTok is any gifts you send me in the live, and then also the subscription. I make less than $1 on most of my TikTok videos on my posts. So if you're a subscriber, if you pay that $2.99 a month, thank you. You are literally the source of income through TikTok. TikTok has almost become pointless, to be honest, but it's where the majority of my followers are. It's easiest to do the lives here. So I like to pop on and say hi. I can't say the word, the gram, I make about $5 a month. So about $5 a month on the gram. That's it. I'll get to the goggles question in a second. Right now, the most income per like watching and such is on the book. I got monetized on the book a few months ago, and right now that is the one that's the one that's earning the most based off of views, likes, and comments. Most of my videos on Talk, I'm like last month. So for the month of February, from my posts, the videos that I posted on TikTok, I made $200. That's what I made on the TikTok for posting videos. Everybody has this like big, like lavish thing that like, oh, you're a creator, you're making so much money. No, I'm really not. I'm not, honestly. What made you start making videos about your horses? Just for fun. I was just posting videos for fun. I actually used to do fitness content before I made videos about the horses. And then Ember was pregnant with Taz. I started making videos, and somebody just sent me $20 in Venmo to help me pay for my fence fund. Thank you. I don't know who did that, but thank you. I appreciate it. Seriously. $20 is $20. Like, that's awesome. I have the best following. Jesus. We're not crying today. Dang. Okay. Let's see. But anyway, so Ember was pregnant with Taz. I started making videos about Ember being pregnant, and they started to take off. So I made more videos of Ember being pregnant, and then Taz was born, and it was just this whole funny thing. And so that's yeah. Fence fund, I'm about halfway there. So the goal is to get to about 7,000, which honestly is like my goal for the world show would be about 5,000 this year. But so I got the fence fund rolling that I'm trying to save money for. I'm about halfway there. And then paying for Harvey's training. And then also the world show, which probably be about a $5,000 budget this year. So we'll see how that goes. Why does Taz wear goggles? Taz's goggles that you see in some of his videos that we put on him at shows, they were a gift from a lovely follower. They did not want to be named. They wanted to remain anonymous. So they sent him these goggles because I was making videos. He goes out in the sun and he blinks really heavily, like he's blinky, blinky, blinky. So I'd made a few videos where he was talking about like, oh, it's so bright. So they found those goggles. They're UV, and they sent him to him. So when we go to shows, the local open shows and stuff, we put the goggles on his face because I don't like being out in the sun all day. I get a headache, and I don't like being in the bright light. And when we put the goggles on him, those UV sunglasses, you can see him perk right up. He chills out, he relaxes, and you can tell like the bright light bugs him. So he doesn't need them medically, but I like having them for eye protection for him, just to help him feel better. I do have a pair of those in the wish list for Ember, because I'd like to get 2 pairs. That way Ember has a pair and Taz has a pair. But they're expensive. So, but those would be awesome. The same name. I think you mean about the other websites. So on the book, you're going to want to look for Whirlwind Ranch. On Tube, you're going to want to look for Whirlwind Ranch. And the gram is whirlwind.ranch.taz, I think. Do I get companies reaching out for brand deals? Yes, every now and then I do. There's not very many that I jump on board with, though, because to be honest, the brands that are reaching out to me don't align with my niche. I'll get companies wanting me to advertise something that has nothing to do with horses. Now, most recently, I had Brunt workwear, so Brunt boots. They sent me a pair of their boots to make some videos on about them. Honestly, love the boots, love the company. Absolutely, go get yourself a pair of Brunt workwear boots. They're just slip-on boots, and they're fantastic. So love them. I'll be favoring Taz. Let's see. I've missed some comments. Is Sharon still around? I haven't seen her pop in. Yes. Sugar Mama Sharon is still here. And she's doing good. I actually haven't private messaged her in a while. She's here. Sugar Mama's hanging out. She comments on videos every now and then. You'll see her pop in. The lives, she's usually quiet, but she is here. So I know she's here. She's a lovely woman. I love her. I've had a couple opportunities to meet her, and it didn't work out, unfortunately, but Sugar Mama holds a special place in my heart. Always will, for sure. Lovely woman. Yeah. There's 11 of you on Tube. Thank you. That is amazing. How did you come up with Harvey's name? Have you ever seen the show Suits? So I need to do a video about that too, truthfully. And I should tag the actor in it because I think he's on social media. There's a show that's called Suits. And the main character, one of the main characters, his name is Harvey Specter. And Harvey is named after Harvey Specter. Tall, handsome, never loses. When he does, he comes back, better than ever. And arrogant. Go figure. But yeah, Harvey is named for Harvey Specter. If Harvey would have been a girl, his name would have been Donna. That was the name I had picked out for him because I just so badly wanted to be able to say, damn it, Donna. That was my goal. I love Suits too, Dolce. Absolutely love Suits. Naming video would be awesome. Does Harvey like Taz? No, the brothers hate each other. I mean, they like each other and then they don't like each other. They're brothers. They argue. But also, horses aren't humans, so you can't really put like those familiar family. I don't know what I want to say. They're not like humans. Their emotions are different, or their reactions and feelings are different. Is Taz named after the Looney Tunes character? He absolutely is. Tasmanian Devil. That's what he's named for. That's where the tornado comes from for the logo. That's where the Gonna Make You Dizzy comes from, because it's just a whirlwind. It's a tornado. That's the whole Taz ties in everything on that for the Tasmanian Devil. Hi, Linda. Oh, the young ones can be like that. I'm hopeful Taz really starts to grow out of it this year now. That would be great. Don't think you liked any of your 5 brothers until you were an adult. Fun fact, I messed up and now I'm a college. Oh, geez. Oh, my. They bite each other all the time. Taz and Harvey both. They like to nip at each other and bite on each other. They're horses. Taz is a jerk. He's not nice to other horses. He nitpicks and he likes to bite. That's his favorite thing to do. He bites. He bites their back legs. Bites their front legs. He bites their neck. He takes his whole mouth and he bites down on Harvey's neck because he's just an asshole. Like, that's just the way Taz is. Taz hasn't really had another horse put him in his place yet. A donor ligament. Dang, Kay, that sounds stressful. Are the girls in any sports? They sure are. Softball just got started. So Jolene has softball every single day after school. And then Natalie's already had one softball practice. So that's off and rolling too. So out of Taz, I mean, he's never been mouthy before. No, never. Taz is only child energy for sure. I am Taz. That's funny. Oh, and that was the thing too. Like when Harvey was home, Ember was always trying to protect Harvey, so she'd always go after Taz. Now that Harvey's gone, Ember's like, I don't have anything to do now. I'm like, whatever, and just don't talk to me. So they just do their own thing. How's the injury doing going back into it this year? My back, Lil. My back is great. I do have some severe anterior pelvic tilt. Yeah. My pelvis is tilted. Probably because I sit in this chair all day. I'm glued to this chair because this is my work chair. And I sit at a computer staring at 3 screens all day long. But I want to work on my physical fitness more. I was doing good getting on the treadmill and stuff. And then February, I just kind of fell apart because I really started to focus on social media. So I want to get back into my running on the treadmill and really that again. But as far as like being injured last year, that I don't ever want to go through that again. That was the most god awful worst pain and took so long to get better. My tilted pelvis, Kay, is mainly because I have no core strength and I have a weak lower back. So my body is compensating by tilting my pelvis. So I've been working on that, but I need to just get up and move more. Sitting all day long sucks. Like, absolutely sucks. I don't even know how many steps I've taken today. Not enough. I know that. It's a bunch of snow, wind, cold. But as far as how I feel compared to last year and like after the injury, I feel so much better. I feel so much better. Last year was terrible. I hated that. And, that was right at the beginning of the season when I got injured, and it just took me down for 4 months. It took about 4 months. I couldn't walk for a few days. And then when I could walk, I couldn't go fast. Like, I could hardly move my legs. That was terrible. I don't ever want to do that again. Okay, Lane, you have a good one. And actually, guys, I've been live now for an hour and 20 minutes. So I think now is probably a good time to call it. We got to 60,000 likes. So thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down here on Tube first. So thank you all for being here. If you're watching the replay, appreciate it.